This has to be the most biased pick ever.
I hate it here.
I mean, they just got their ass handed to them.
I think I'm chasing the value on this game.
I like my takes on how I like my woman. Hot and questionable.
I'm way better than Tyler.
What are you doing, Lewis?
I'm laying the points.
Ladies, gentlemen, boys, and girls, welcome
Hey, can you guys
back.
see me? I'm sorry. Can you see me?
Fucking Lou, yeah. We're keeping it in.
You can see me?
Yeah, well, you can see
My
it like we
screen
normally do. The head.
My screen is black. Oh, okay. There I am. Sorry about that.
You're good.
Continue
you're
with
good.
your intro.
I want to restart. We'll run it back.
You can put that in like a blooper. You can put that in the blooper.
In the blooper, yeah. After that'll go post credit. That'll go. Like,
people don't get to the end, so you got to put it first.
It's true. Maybe we just keep it. We're rolling. We're rolling live.
All right, that's fine with me.
All right, screw it. Yeah, let's go with it. Yeah, we're gonna get into it. Decent week last week, I think, all around. I don't know. I think we nothing amazing, nothing shitty. Tyler,
nothing good, nothing bad.
Yeah, exactly. It was very.
I think my college football picks are terrible, but I think I bet them the opposite way of what I said on here, and I think they went well. But I was right about A&M, which all of you were on.
True.
Yes,
we're on Miami.
Miami. That's the easiest play. Anybody who's watching this right now, it's the easiest play ever. But yeah, I was wrong on Nebraska. They got killed, but I'm pretty sure I bet Oklahoma. That's all I have to say.
Yeah, I think we realized come game day that's really a NFL trend where we bet on the coaches that get fired. We bet on their teams. Especially against Oak. Like it would have been one thing if they played like someone shitty, but they played Oklahoma. Like they never had a shot in that game. And
Nebraska is just a horrible football team, confirmed.
Oh, absolutely. Fraudulent. Not even fraudulent. They were never thought to be anything. Except for maybe week 1.
If you guys were curious, Toledo did not cover, not even close.
Who did they play?
Ohio State.
Oh, yeah.
I saw them score in their first drive of the game, like right away. Yeah. And then I guess nothing good happened after that, huh?
I'm almost positive Ohio State put up like 77. It was like a Madden rookie game.
All right. Well, with that, Tyler, you want to? I guess let's hop straight in.
I will right now. So quickly to go over my picks. I had the revenge game of BYU Oregon over 58. That hit with ease.
Quite possibly the easiest play of all time.
Probably the easiest play. The revenge game over hit with ease. The sus alert of the week was Washington -2 over Michigan State. They won in blowout fashion.
Bang.
That hit with ease again. Susceptible to the backdoor cover alert, USC -6 first half. They hit the first half with ease and the full game with ease. And then fading A&M, we lost to Miami. So 3-1 for me, which is good. So I'm going to go back to a similar type of approach to it with my sus game alert of the week. Iowa State at home, unranked, -2.5 over ranked Baylor. It's just the same approach. Sus game of the week. You know what I mean?
What is it again?
It's Iowa State, an unranked Iowa State team, -2.5 at home over ranked Baylor.
All right.
I like it.
We're going to take that. We're going to take the exact same susceptible to the backdoor cover alert, USC -4 first half against Oregon State. Oregon State's actually a decent team, which is surprising because like it's Oregon State. They're never good, but they're 3-0. But again, USC just comes out so hot. Just every game. They just come out so hot and they're scoring 28 points with these. So we're going to take their first half again, -4. Then we're going to fade the firing of the coach play. Because firing of the coach only works in the NFL. It does not work in Arizona State. We're going to take Utah -15 over Arizona State.
This is true.
Very true.
So those are my 3 plays, and then I have a Friday night for fun alert, UVA +9, and then one just for fun for the culture, Vandy Bama over 58.5.
It's only 58.
Yeah, that's really low, so it's a little weird. The problem with that is Vandy's quarterback didn't play last week.
They pulled him.
They pulled him because he blows. What
I
happened?
think he started. I was looking at it because Mike Wright's my boy. He's Heisman watch everything, and they ended up like winning the game handily or something.
What's the spread on that game? Like 40?
Yeah, it's like 40 something.
It's Bama 40 because again I was
Yeah.
thinking of the Vandy sprinkle, but I mean, would you say the over was 50?
It's 58.
It's 58. So I mean, if you say Bama's 40, you're telling me. I mean, I think Vandy could score.
That means Bama's going to score over 40. So we're just asking.
That's actually one of my picks, Tyler. Is the over in Alabama.
Mm-hmm.
Goes back to the conversation we were having before we got on here. Georgia. Everyone's talking about Georgia being the best, football school in the nation right now, better than Bama. Probably yes over the last 2 years, but I think they're going to look to prove a point. Probably put up 60 on these guys alone. I like the over Bama Vandy.
Mm-hmm.
You guys see that thing with Herm Edwards? How he got fired, literally walking off the field.
That was
wild.
Wow, he got canned right there.
Yeah. Did you see that video?
I saw the video. I didn't know they actually fired him on the spot.
So the video came out.
Shit.
The video came out, I think, yesterday, and
came out after, yeah.
Oh yeah, well, it came out after, but the context came out yesterday, being that the AD and the president of the university came up to him saying that we have to talk tomorrow, and Herm knew right away that he was getting canned because they lost to, I think they lost to Eastern Michigan,
20-something point.
Yeah, Eastern Michigan.
Yeah,
they lost by 9.
Yeah, and that was like the first time in the school's history where they got absolutely throttled by an unranked team like Eastern Michigan. So, a little fun fact for you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
That's why we're fading coaches that get fired. We're right in Utah minus 15.
Gotcha.
But those are my plays. I'm expecting a lot of success again.
I'm gonna go into it now. There's a couple games I like. I like the over in the Bama Vandy game. One game I really do like is UNC Notre Dame. Give me the Tar Heels. Tar Heels are at home. Notre Dame is a fraud team. Marcus Freeman doesn't even know the tradition at Notre Dame. Doesn't even know the tradition. I don't know if you guys saw that video, but they had a post game. They had a post game powwow, being like great game, whatever. And he thought about doing the fight song before the prayer. You pray before you do the fight song, Marcus. So it's notably he's not cut out for Notre Dame.
Did someone say he got confirmed or something? Like he converted to Catholicism or something? Something wild I heard because McAfee's show has been really dogging on him.
I saw something about that. I'm not gonna say anything for us to get canceled, potentially for being wrong, but it could have been something like that. But give me the heels. Also, I want to put it out there that I found UNC's quarterback, Drake May. I found him.
Where?
You found it? You recruited him?
I recruited him. I showed him to the public. He
Where
is
did
now
you find him?
YouTube. His highlights were disgusting. He was supposed to go to Bama. Brother of Luke May, legendary Tar Heels 3-and-D guy. Also brother of another May brother who won a national championship for the Florida Gators. Basically, invite me into your family, the Mays. I want to be adopted. So that's that. So we got 2, and then we're going to sprinkle in one that I don't think, I think Texas loses versus Texas Tech. I just feel like it's just a trap game. I smell it from here. So give me Texas Tech, home dogs, bingo. One more, sorry.
They're dogs?
Yeah, Texas Tech is home dogs. And one more, sorry, apologize. We're going to go chomp in Knoxville.
Yes.
I thought about this one.
Oh,
Let's go chomp and
That's a horrible
chomp.
bet.
What do you mean it's a horrible one?
Who are they playing?
Is it Tennessee?
Tennessee.
So fucking bad. It's insane.
No, he's not.
Bro, he can't throw the ball.
Yeah.
Does he have a throwing touchdown yet this year?
Probably. Let's see. Honestly, let's see. He does not. He's got 4 interceptions.
Yeah. 0 throwing touchdowns, 2 interceptions. He is so goddamn awful. It actually hurts. that like we looked. Thank God Florida covered against Utah. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think they only got ranked
God.
for winning that game.
Oh my God!
This is not a ranked caliber team.
Yes, like if they lose that game, bro, they almost lost outright to USF last week. Whatever.
Yeah.
That's your pick.
Am I looking? Do they have Etienne's brother? Is that what I'm
they
reading?
do. They do have Etienne's brother.
That's,
they do.
I didn't know that. It's interesting.
I don't know. You guys can fade me. You guys can ride me. Just a little thing before someone.
You know what, Pagano? I like it.
Thank you, Will. Just saying that 90% of the money is on Tennessee. Tennessee's also hosting game day and is also hosting Barstool game day. So it's just hype around Knoxville. Give me the Gators chomp.
I like that thinking too. Nice. I like that.
That leaves us with the who? Alexander?
Luis.
Yeah, I'm looking at the board right now, honestly. I can't believe I'm going to say this. I don't really have an explanation as to why, but I know they're a lot better than I thought they were. I'll take Duke plus 7.5 against Kansas. Like fading, kind of like Big Cat. I'm fading my prior self. Even though like I haven't been betting against Duke, I just noticed they've been like beating good teams and like playing well. So I'll take Duke. I think that I'm really confused. So Florida was at home, you said?
No, Florida is in. They're in
Tennessee.
Knoxville.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, they're in Kansas. I don't really think Kansas is that good. I haven't really watched them or paid attention to them, but I can't imagine them being a touchdown better than Duke.
Surprising. Who'd they just beat? They beat.
They just beat West Virginia.
Yeah, in overtime.
And they beat.
Oh, I love that. I love that. There's more hype around them. Nobody's paying attention to Duke.
I think Duke's getting some love too.
I'll take Duke in a touchdown and a half. But yeah, by me now.
People were like calling for game day there because they were like, "Oh, it'd be cool to have like football game day at these fucking two basketball schools."
Fun fact:
this is not a basketball game. It is a
fun fact. This is the first time in a while that the top 4 basketball teams are undefeated. Duke, UNC, Kansas, and maybe Michigan State is the other one.
No, Michigan State just lost.
Gonzaga
plays football since when?
Oh, it's a joke.
There was one more team. I'm actually
Syracuse, maybe is that?
Syracuse. Yes, it was Syracuse. Syracuse.
No, I'm fading Syracuse this Friday night special.
Yeah, I don't know how you can do that.
Yeah.
Two more picks really quick.
All right.
I'm going back to my roots as well. When I started betting college football, all I used to take was Ohio State against the Big Ten. Their spread, and they would just kill everybody by 4 touchdowns, 5 touchdowns. They're minus 19 at home against Wisconsin.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, give me Ohio State. I mean, I'm not going to think too much into it. Ohio State's way better than them, probably 4 or 5 touchdowns better than them at home. Easy.
Is Graham Mertz still the quarterback there?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God. All right. Yeah.
So much hype forever.
And we're going to take, like I said before, the Bama Vandy over and just hope Alabama runs them into the floor. 60 points on their head. Bang.
Yeah, I mean, I like that pick. I don't know. I couldn't really read into it. It didn't look like Vandy's QB got hurt last week. I think like he just wasn't playing that well, so they put in this kid who was a freshman. Kid threw 4 touchdowns, let him back.
6 touchdowns on the year, no picks.
Like, I mean, you can't hate it. You know, kid's balling. So I like the over. Obviously, they're not going to beat Bama. Maybe a little sprinkle on the 40. But I've got, in my mind, some solid picks. I had solid picks last week. The one that missed, that disappointed me, was the Raging Cajuns. They got their asses kicked by Rice of all teams. And that was, friend of the pod. They want to get bitch slapped around. It's fine. All right, I'll never pick the Cajuns again. My bad. This week, though, I'm going big trends. First one, we're going to fade teams that had an upset the week before. So week 2, 3 big upsets. What was it? Georgia Southern over Nebraska, or I guess it was week 1. Whatever the week was, where App State Upstate. Was it week 2? Yeah, I guess because they played 3 games. Last week was week 3, so it was week 2 before when it was Marshall upset Notre Dame, App State upset whoever it was, and Georgia Southern upset Nebraska. All those teams, none of them covered. They kind of got like bitch slapped around in the next games. So big upset last week was Washington over Michigan State. Now, I mean, a lot of people saw it coming. We saw it coming. But it's still an upset nevertheless. Now Washington's ranked. They're playing Stanford, who just got the week off. Pac-12 game, they're going to try and keep it close. The line is 14. Give me Stanford plus 14 all day. I mean,
what's the over-under in that game?
I did not take a look. Let me look. I know I think it's a 10 o'clock game, a little Saturday night football. 10:30, over-under is 63.5.
All right, I'm on the over.
Taking the over with Senor Penix.
Yeah, from what it looks like, Washington just scores a shit ton of points.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, Senor Penix looked great. You look fantastic.
I'm sorry, is that somebody's name?
That's the Washington QB. Come on,
Washington quarterback.
Penix,
whatever. I don't know.
I also called him last week. I also butchered his name. I thought it was Pelix. It was Phoenix. I put an L in there instead of an X.
We just don't respect this man, I guess.
Those
it's
are
a shame.
confusing sometimes.
We gotta put some respect on our boy's name. But I don't know. I'm fading him this week, so I guess we'll really see if we can take him. Give me there's that. Another game that could potentially be on Tyler's sus game of the week alert. Little Thursday night football. So it'll be tonight when y'all are listening to this. Another friend of the pod, Coastal Carolina, is only 2-point favorites against Georgia State. I looked at. There's no injuries for Coastal Carolina. They're 3-0. Georgia State is 0-3. I don't know how this is a 2-point spread. Could be sus game of the week. Maybe take Georgia State. I'm taking Coastal Carolina. I feel like sus game of the week only matters when it's two relevant teams. These are two not really relevant teams.
Yeah, no, listen, I think that's
definitely
a good way to look at it. That it's not going to be sus game of the week because it's two irrelevant teams. But I do agree they have Georgia State quarterback. He's been there for a while. I think he runs well and throws well.
So is Graham, though.
If you look at their games, though, they lost by 1 point to Charlotte. I don't believe Charlotte's any good. They lost by a touchdown to UNC and they were like tied, and then they were tied with South Carolina for a while. So they hang in.
They hang
Charlotte's
in there.
Terrible.
But 2 points is 2 points.
Yeah,
listen,
they
were
were
winning the
beating
game.
South
You're covering
Carolina
2
at
points.
one point. They were beating South Carolina in the third quarter, and they were beating UNC in the third quarter as well. Lost both games.
I don't know. You can be close all you want. If you're winning the game, you're more than likely going to win by 2 or at least 2. So I'll take Coastal Carolina, all that. And hey, everybody loves a little Thursday night football, a little special. I'll be sprinkling a little bit on Marshall -3. That's another game I like. I don't remember who they're playing. This is just my quick note I took down. But they had the big letdown last. Oh, they're playing Troy. Troy, who almost had the upset of the week on game day, playing App State, get Hail Married on. I think it's going to be similar to the Bengals, where Super Bowl hangover, game day hangover. Troy's just going to come out flat. Marshall going to rebound after getting embarrassed last week. They're going to cover that 3.
And then they were 17-point favorites against Bowling Green. Marshall and lost outright. Does that surprise us? No.
It's embarrassing.
It doesn't surprise us though, because you beat the ranked team and it's you're going to get all that love and they're not going to win. You just
exactly.
Know.
And then
I have a question. If anyone knows the answer to,
sure.
I might be adding a game to my card.
Fire.
I want to take SMU plus 2.5 at home against TCU.
Love that game. If you remember, we took that last year too. Remember that?
We probably took. Did we take the over or did we take SMU?
I think we took SMU and they won outright. And
they were plus. I think they were +9. I think in that game. I think I know what you're talking about.
But because they have a receiver that apparently is the best receiver in the country or something.
This is what I was getting to. Last game he put up 11 catches, 193 yards. The game before that, hold on, just gotta find it really quick. He put up 9 catches, 132 yards, and 2 touchdowns. His name is Rashee Rice.
Any
By
relation to
chance,
Jerry
could he
Rice?
that was my question. Could he be related to Jerry Rice? Because he's putting up Jerry Rice like numbers, and I'm pretty sure like Jerry Rice had like a nephew or like a kid or something in college football.
Well, his son
I could be making that up. It could be somebody else, but I'm pretty sure.
Son plays for USC, not SMU.
Let me look this up really quick. Is Rashee Rice related to Jerry Rice?
The only thing that bothered me with that is like they lost to Maryland.
Yeah, no relation.
Like they lost to Maryland, so that kind of just like I'm just like damn. Like
you know what that means? You know what that means? The hungry dog. It's a hungry home dog.
Yeah.
They're hungry.
Literally,
They're hungry. What did TCU do last week?
I don't
I
think
think they had a bye. They're 2-0.
Yeah, they didn't play.
Oh, good.
the
They're
first
gonna
thing
be ready to come out firing.
the first thing that
good.
pops up when I googled Rashee Rice was who is Rashee Rice's dad? That's the first thing that popped up.
Jesus. We don't need we're not finding people's dads out here.
Right.
Jesus.
Yep.
Anyway,
But whatever. He's elite. I'm gonna take them plus 2.5.
taking the 2.5. You're not
Just
gonna
because of-
hammer the money line.
Just because of Rashee Rice, I'd probably also take the money line. Let's not kid ourselves here.
Why not us? Anyway,
Little-
I did a little sprinkle. Speaking of a little sprinkle, last college before I hop into my NFL. This game is the stick to basketball under Duke and Kansas at 66.5 right now. Just, I don't know. It's a feeling in my gut. Stick to the under, stick to basketball, stick to the under. Hammer. Anyway, we're going to transition, move to the NFL. Last week, I gave you the same game, doubleheader, double whammy, which bit me in the ass because the Falcons backdoored, and it was unfortunate. Like Rams -10 was looking fine. They were up 28-3 at half. They scored again in the third, and they don't want to keep their foot on the gas. It's, whatever, it's fine. We move on. Those were based on trends, and looking at the trends, the first one was the zigzag games, teams that lost didn't cover playing teams that won and covered. Those teams that lost were 5-3 against the spread against teams that had won the week before and covered. So we'll take that. I picked one of the three. Sucks. The other one was the under in games where the spread is 10 or 9.5 or greater. Those were 3, 1-1, and of course I picked the one that lost. Fuck me, I guess. I suck. Anyway, we're betting more. We're betting on trends again. We talked about the zigzags. Another game zigzag this week. Ravens got embarrassed by Miami. They are only 3-point favorites against the Patriots, who barely covered against the Steelers, one of the most anemic offenses in the NFL. I meant to mention this at the beginning of the pod, but I will be in New York this week. We're going to the Red Sox game, LTP, the boys, we're sending it. So hopefully we see Aaron Judge history live, and then a little LTP live day after. How you doing for some college football? But no, I'll be in New York. And as somebody who normally places $20 bets, I'm throwing like at least $100 on the Ravens to cover -3. It's just wild. I think they're going to absolutely just kick the shit out of the Patriots. It's not going to be good. Second game is the Browns. Another team got embarrassed. Now, the Steelers didn't cover last week, but there's still the Steelers. Browns are only 4.5-point favorites. We are 2 weeks into the season. The Browns called a players-only meeting already. Fucking Jacoby Brissett is rallying the boys like, boy, we gotta fucking get this shit. We just lost to the Jets in something that hasn't happened in. It was insane. I don't remember what the number was.
Would you call that an embarrassing win though? The Jets. Listen, I'm not praising the Jets.
I would be embarrassed to be the Browns. Yeah.
And not an embarrassing win. That's an embarrassing loss.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
I'm sorry. Was that an embarrassing? I don't think the Browns are that good. I don't think they're that.
I
good.
think they are.
Bro,
They're
it doesn't
built
matter
to be
if they're good or not. You let up 14 points in a minute, less than 2 minutes to a team that didn't have any touchdowns left.
Yeah.
Joe Flacco's elite.
Yeah, Denzel Ward
I
just
know
wants
that,
to
but
play a flat
again-
instead of playing deep.
you're up 13 with less than 2 minutes, and your opponent has no timeouts left. Like
really, all you have to do is recover the onside kick, and the game is completely over.
The game's over with. Yes, so it's a little. Yes, it's an incredibly embarrassing loss. But listen, I'm a Jet fan. That was awesome, and I also thought Jets +6. Like I didn't say it on the pod. I can't say with confidence, but watching the game before it started, I was like, this seems like a game that they will keep close, and they ended up winning. So that's
it was
cool.
a zigzag team.
They
didn't cover week 1. They covered week 2. That's what it's there for. But I will be hammering the Browns on Thursday. I think the Steelers they won't be able to do shit. I think Nick Chubb's going to eat again. We saw DeAndre Swift. Was it Swift? Who'd they play week 1? That wasn't Swift.
The Steelers?
Mixon did well week 1. Patriots, they got a shit ton of running backs. They did, well enough week 2. I think Chubb is by far and away best running back out of that. They're going to have to hammer him. I think he's just going to run those goddamn Steelers into the ground, no TJ Watt. Give me the 4.5. Last play. Lou might like this one. I don't know if Lou's going to like this one. Let me ask you guys something. What if I were to tell you that there is a trend in the NFL that is currently 6-0-1, being 6 wins, 0 losses, and a push? Would that be something that might interest you?
Probably.
Maybe.
If you look at the 7 primetime games that have been played, 6 of the 7 have gone under. And the only one that didn't hit was Bills-Titans, which pushed at 48. Right now, the totals are 38.5 for the Browns-Steelers, 44.5 for Broncos-Niners, and 39 for Cowboys-Giants. I am hammering that under 39 for Cowboys-Giants because I don't like either of these two teams. Picano alluded to it last week.
9-6
CFL offenses. I really like this play going forward because everybody wants to see points in primetime games, so the overs get inflated. Therefore, all the games end up going under. It doesn't matter if a lot of them were like very slim, like they're right up there with the total, but it doesn't matter. It's still going under. That's what Vegas wants.
Me and Lewis will actually be in attendance in that game.
We'll be going to that. Ooh.
Yeah.
I will not be in attendance. Cooper Rush, fuck you.
You're a loser, Kyle. You're a loser.
I am a loser.
And me and Tyler will be having a great time. Your team's going to lose as well. Alec, are you done?
Yeah, those are my 3 plays. Browns, Ravers, Giants, boys under.
Perfect. I love almost all of them.
Almost.
I'm going to get into my picks, staying with the same game. You guys probably know where I'm going here. Giants money line.
I would take them too.
Look at the hat. I mean, I got this nice red hat at the game because I was hatless and I was sitting in the sun. So I was like, you know what? Let me cop a nice red hat. I also have this nice white hat that I'll be wearing on Monday because it is a whiteout. And keep the red hat on for now, though. I had the blue hat last week. It did me well. But I was wearing the red hat at the game, so I might as well say the pick in the red hat. Obviously, it's Giants money line.
Wait. I have a question quickly.
Yes, please.
What color jersey do the Giants wear at home? Blue?
Normally, it is blue.
Are they wearing white? What are they wearing?
They're wearing full white color rush uniforms. They're going to be looking good.
On Monday?
They're going to be like, they're going to be looking right. They're going to be looking back.
All right, nice.
The whole stadium's going to be wearing white.
So I'm gonna look weird in my green David Bakhtiari jersey.
You might, yeah. You're gonna stand. You're gonna stand out in the crowd, but we love that.
You're wearing a Bakhtiari jersey to a Cowboys Giants game.
I'm not gonna wear any Cowboys or Giants stuff. So
what? Okay, I guess I don't know where that leads to wearing a Bakhtiari jersey.
Because I don't own football jerseys, and you know who does own a football jersey? Tony Picano, and he's the same size as me, so I'll be taking one of his jerseys.
69.
And I also wore that Bakhtiari jersey to a Panthers-Patriots game, and I got more compliments than I should have got.
Wait, you wore that to that game?
Yes, and you wore your Cowboys jersey.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
I will be proud to be tailgating with you, Tyler. I will be proud.
Yeah, because I'm not going to be on a side. I'm just going to be there.
Exactly.
Just vibing.
So I'm going in reverse here. I started with Monday night. What games comes before Monday night? Sunday night. Denver Broncos +1 at home. Everyone's going to be like, oh, my God, Jimmy G's back. The Broncos, they lost to Seattle. They barely beat. Who they play last week? Houston. They put up like 17. Again, they had another shit game. They opened as like 1-2 point favorites. Now they're +1. I'm going to stay with the home dog, Broncos, +1. Russell Wilson's going to find it soon. And when he does, everyone's going to be taking back what they said after the first 2 weeks of the season. Let me continue.
All right. It really isn't Wilson, though. I think Hackett
it's not.
It's because they're like the play calling is just like it's so late. They never have time to do shit. I think Hackett just sets himself up for failure.
I agree. That guy is not fit to be a head coach. I do kind of regret a little bit my Super Bowl pick, but I'm not jumping off of it yet. I really am not. And then my next pick, this one's tough, honestly. I'm looking at the board right now. It looks like, aside from those 2 games, it kind of looks like
tough board.
There's a lot of close spreads.
Yeah, nothing huge this week.
Nothing that's like grabbing my eye. I kind of do like Green Bay +2.5. I'm not going to make them an official pick, but I think
I love that.
I think they're gonna be able to do more on offense than Tampa Bay because of all the injuries. And
And
Green Bay's
suspension.
Who knows coming?
good.
Yeah. If
And then Mike
Godwin's
Evans
back,
suspension. I don't
Also,
even think Godwin's back.
I have a serious question. How is Bruce Arians on the sideline when he's not technically a coach?
he's an
What is it?
assistant. He's a special assistant or something.
He's probably like
Didn't
a
they
consultant
also
or
say
something.
that,
He's a consultant. That's what the word is.
Didn't
Not
they
an
also
Then
assistant.
how
say
is
that
he on
was
the
supposed
field?
he was supposed to have like a box, but like the Saints didn't give him one, so that's why he was on the field.
That's what I saw, and I
guess
was
that
so
makes sense.
confused.
That's what I saw at least,
Oh.
but the Saints didn't like give him one, so like he was on the field. I don't know.
It's all Brady's fault that Evans got suspended anyway. If Brady doesn't run his mouth to Lattimore, nothing
I forgot
happens.
I forgot to recap my picks from last week. Giants money line or -2.5, whatever I gave. It hit. It really doesn't matter because it hit. I gave the Saints out. That was bad. I'll let it out. That was bad. I believe I gave the Packers out.
I think so.
-9. I
Maybe.
might have. I really don't remember, but I definitely bet them. Took them in all my pool spreads and shit. So that one, I think it's the surprise of the week is the Bengals again being terrible and losing to the Cowboys. It's just like it's mind blowing to me, and obviously it frustrates me because we want the Cowboys to be
Horrendous.
5-11, 5-12, whatever it is now, 5-12. I would like the Cowboys to be like 5-12. And Bengals have to win that game. I mean, now the Bengals are 0-2, coming into MetLife on Sunday to play the Jets. I kind of like Cincinnati. Like, call me crazy, only -4.5. I mean, the Jets should have lost by double digits to the Browns, or at least by a touchdown. That would have got the job done. So I'm gonna take Cincinnati as well.
The zigzag game, Lou. We
I'm
love
taking
the
Cincinnati as
zigzags.
well.
I'm
Mhm.
following.
zig-
It makes sense. It
When
makes
they zag, you zig, or when they zig, you zag. Whatever.
Yeah.
The phrase
I'm gonna
is.
I'm gonna follow up with you on that, Lou. I love the Bengals. I love
Thank you.
them. I think Joe Burrow is gonna actually just go nuts. But I also said that last week when I said that they were gonna beat my team. My team came out. Cooper Rush.
Micah Parsons, man, he's really
Yeah.
Listen,
he's really something.
And I don't know if
he's had 4 sacks in 2 games.
Yeah, and I don't think the Jets really have any similar pass rush to that of the
No,
Steelers and the
No,
Cowboys.
no.
There's no
Yes,
TJ
no,
Watt.
no.
There's no Micah Parsons. There's
The
nobody
thing
on
is,
the Jets.
too, like they said that they upgraded their offensive line. That does not look like an upgrade.
No.
Listen, I
It
watched
actually,
live.
it somehow it looks worse.
It looks worse.
Somehow it looks
Listen,
like actually worse.
Lyle Collins was solid for the Cowboys. He wasn't a Pro Bowl or an All-Pro guy that I can say will
He was
make or
good.
break your team. He was solid, but like for you to say to me that this guy's gonna come in and be an All-Pro Pro Bowl guy and protect Joe Burrow, call me almonds. I just didn't think that was gonna work out.
He
But-
ran his mouth too when he got there.
Yeah,
he was.
he literally said that he's gonna Joe Burrow's not gonna have to worry about anything. All right, buddy. Joe Burrow's been in his back the most in the league so far. So
A lot of
me how
people
that's
starting to blame him though. A lot of people starting to blame Burrow because they're like he's holding the ball too much, trying to make shit happen. He's just got to get rid of it.
He definitely is. He definitely is.
100%.
You
But
know,
like,
it can't all be on the. That's one thing I learned watching a terrible offensive line with the Giants,
Mm.
and also a slow quarterback going through his reads and holding on to the ball, Daniel Jones. It's not always on the offensive line. Like if the play's not there, throw the freaking ball away and play the next down. Daniel Jones now, he doesn't take any shots down the field. There were several times on Sunday where the entire stadium was seeing people open and Daniel Jones wasn't seeing them from where he was standing in the pocket. I mean, it is like it's hard to watch. They won. So I'm not really that upset. But it is hard to watch Daniel Jones play quarterback week after week when he plays like that. It really is.
I'm also going to follow up on you, Lou, with the Broncos and the Packers. I know you said you didn't lock the Packers, but I like those two. I think the Buccaneers have too much going on right now. Mike Evans had a temper tantrum on the field, suspended. They have a lot of injuries. A wide receiver, Tom Brady's probably will get exposed this week. And I think the Packers look decent after my rant about ayahuasca last week. But yeah, I like the Packers. I also like the Broncos. I think that, like Alex said, it's not Russ. I think it's Hackett. I think Hackett just looked absolutely lost. I was watching a thing on TikTok today, and it was like, when are Hackett's days? Are they numbered? And honestly, coming from an outside fan from the Broncos, if I'm a fan, I would be, his days are kind of numbered, just because of the fact that he's a terrible game manager, number one, and play executor, number two. I think his execution of plays is horrendous. So you got to get those two things down before you do anything else. So
his play calling in the red zone is horrible.
Horrible. And I don't understand how that's bad. The goal is to get the ball over the line into that bright paint. Okay? Score a touchdown. A touchdown, Nathaniel. That's what it is. I don't understand.
It's like that team is built to win a Super Bowl. Like, they've been up there in the Super Bowl contention all offseason for a reason. Like, they're ready to go. And it's right now,
great defense,
it seems like
good weapons, good running game. I mean, Jesus Christ.
It's just the coach.
I just think that also too that I think they're one defensive star away from a Super Bowl. I personally believe that. I think if they got Bobby Wagner with Russ,
that would have been wild.
They've got
It's Surtain's there, right?
Surtain's there. He's hurt,
Simmons.
I believe.
That's true.
Simmons is safety. He's top 5 safety in football. Like 100%.
Simmons is good. Don't they have Bradley Chubb off the edge?
They have Bradley Chubb. They also got Randy Gregory, who does not look very good right now. I actually remember watching him in the Monday night game. He looked embarrassing. Yeah, I'm also going to round it out with my last three. I like the Lions this week. I think they're going on such a tear right now. I do not like the Vikings anymore. I think Kirk Cousins looks scared. Too much relying on Justin Jefferson. They don't give Adam Thielen the ball. Why? I have no idea. It's mind-blowing to me. As a Dalvin Cook fantasy owner, it's like in the Kyle Pitts situation. I'm ashamed for drafting them because they both look horrendous, and they're both top players on their team who should be getting the ball in key situations, and they're clearly not. Arthur Smith came out today saying that he's not a fantasy coach, he's an NFL coach.
Yeah,
and
that was a joke.
To you, Arthur, I say, go fuck yourself and give him the ball.
You got to give your best weapon the ball. Like,
respectfully give him the ball, please.
If you want to win the game, you give the ball to your best weapon. You don't use him as a fucking decoy.
Exactly. It doesn't make sense.
Kirk Cousins, he's such a one-read quarterback.
It's just
he was just playing catch with Darius Slay all game.
Well, he looks one way and then he throws.
He looks one way.
He doesn't look any other way.
He looks at Justin Jefferson every single time, and the Eagles caught up to it. And I guarantee you, other teams are going to do it now too. They send a double to him, and it just can't work. He just either underthrows it or throws it away, and I do not think he's the answer there at all. Even though their roster is a top level roster. I was saying to you guys off pod that I think that they're a favorite to win the division because of the feeble Packers, but I am not buying the Vikings. Plus, I like the Lions. I think the Lions' defense is very good. Aiden Hutchinson last week went off. He had like 3 sacks, a lot of tackles for loss.
Vikings are my survivor pick this week.
Oh, that's terrible. Why would you do that? There's so many other teams you could take.
Like who?
Take the Ravens.
Why don't you
I'm not taking the Ravens.
Take the Bengals.
I'm not taking the Bengals either. Nope.
Why?
Nope.
You're gonna take the Vikings against a Lions team that has looked very good through 2 weeks.
I like.
They
the
almost
team at
beat the
home.
Eagles, and the Eagles right now are the team to beat in the NFC by
Yeah,
far.
I like it.
You
I
don't
like
want to
the
take the
team at home.
Eagles?
I like the team. The reason I'm not taking Buffalo or Baltimore, I already chose Baltimore. Cincinnati, I'm not taking on the road.
You
They
take
look
the
like shit.
Chargers.
I'm taking the Chargers.
Yeah,
I would take the Chargers, but I think everyone else is going to take the Chargers and lose and fucking
I think
lose because just as much as the Lions have been feisty, Jacksonville just shut. I mean, that they always beat the Colts at home, but they
the
just
Colts
shut
have
out
been
the Colts at
awful
home.
this year. That's
They just
why.
shut them out.
That was my last pick. That was my last pick. I love the Jaguars.
Yeah, Jaguars +7. I really like that too. For some reason there's something about the Chargers that makes me say no, and there's something about Minnesota that makes me say yes. I think a lot of people are gonna have similar thinking, like, oh, Detroit's getting a touchdown, like they looked great, blah blah blah. Get back game for Kirk Cousins, get back game for Justin Jefferson. I don't know if they're gonna cover, but I do like the Vikings to win outright. My survivor pick pool.
Last
My
pick.
survivor pool pick.
Last thing I'm going to talk about is before I give it off to Tyler. Am I almonds? Am I nuts to think?
Stop saying almonds.
Why?
I don't like it.
Am I nuts to think that the Jaguars are going to win that division?
No, when the division has one win and the Jaguars are the only team with a win, I wouldn't say that's nuts to say. The Colts look awful. Like,
the Colts look horrendous.
Just Matty Ice doesn't have
the
it.
Colts might be a hungry dog this week. They at home, Pittman back.
That was I just saw it.
If Kansas City was at home, they would have been my survivor pool pick. They
1
look
o'clock
fantastic,
game.
but I'm
West
not
Coast
taking
team.
the Colts are going to do everything they can to not go 0-3 and win that game. I would take it as a survivor pool, but it's just the Colts are too desperate right now. No, thank you.
0-2-1, Lou. They did tie, not 0-3. Come on.
Okay. My bad. Yeah, they need to win. They want to win though.
Just one more thing.
Wait, to cut you guys off, Judge just hit a ground rule double to left, his third at bat.
All right.
Wow, everyone's standing up.
Oh my God, it was an elevated pitch, and he got
just missed it.
Yeah, he one hopped it over the fence.
Here's a question: do you guys think he's trying, like, consciously trying to hit as many home runs as he's hit?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
He's gonna get paid.
Is he getting up and swinging for the fences every time? Like, does he do that normally?
I think now he is.
I feel like
I think
kind
now
of,
he is.
but now he's that type of guy. Like, I'm playing for this huge fucking bag. I'm about to break like several records. I might as well try and hit a home run every time I'm up.
Yo, Alec, where are we
He's
sitting
not
on
that
Friday?
guy. He's that guy.
We are
Wait.
first base grandstand. Like
Let me
you said.
give
Oh,
my
wait.
4 things, and then I need to get out of here. So let me give my 4 picks. To recap, last week I had the over in the Lions Commanders 48 that hit with ease. I had the Sus Alert Pats -2 hit with ease, and then I lost to Seattle +9.5.
With no
Yeah.
QB. That's
Geno Smith
sad.
isn't a unicorn. And then the Monday night special that hurt the Vikings Eagles over 50. They had what
37.
31 at half.
Oh,
31 points at halftime.
yeah. And then the Eagles just stopped scoring.
Yeah, and then the game just ended. So that I guess the game ended at half pretty much. So that sucks. Whatever. This week we're back with another 1 p.m. over. Jets Bengals over 45. I think the Bengals have to be angry and they have to score because they've looked so bad. But you know what? The Jets have freaking firepower on that offense. Young firepower, including the main youth of Joe Flacco. Okay, they have young firepower and they throw the ball like 50 times.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
they're always
He's got 102 pass attempts or something through 2 weeks.
Garrett Wilson is going to cook Eli Apple. I don't know if he's going to be on him, but I think that over 45 is actually a really good
Garrett
number.
Garrett Wilson is probably going to eat shit.
Yeah, so I think that's
Shit.
that's a really good number, over 45. Then I have a fun coach stat alert. I don't even remember what the stat is, but it's something to do with Sean McVay and the Cardinals that they just completely own them. So I'm going to take the Rams -3. Then I have the due for one alert. Texans +3. I think the Bengals really just not the Bengals, the Bears really like. I'm sorry.
No, Bears are elite.
I rooted for you deep down.
We
but
are
those-
huge.
Bears are elite.
We are huge Texans fans.
I'm
They're
going to that
they're
game.
so bad.
Alec,
They're so bad.
are you a little scared with the way that the things have started out for the New York
Well,
Giants
all
about our bet of
No.
Giants versus Chicago, better record.
No, I'm not worried.
You're not worried about that?
No, you haven't played anyone yet. You played fucking garbage.
You can only play who's on your schedule. Titans were a great team last year. Beat them.
They're not a good team this year. They don't have AJ Brown this year.
No, Panthers are a terrible team.
Panthers have lost 9 in a row.
Things are just going the Giants' way. You have to feel a little, shit.
I don't have to feel anyway.
Okay.
I have no faith. They play week 4, they're going to lose.
Listen,
that quarterback they have he's a loser.
Let me get my last thing before I have to leave, all right? And this is the last opportunity alert I'm writing. It's already been said. It's Broncos country on the money line.
Yes, sir.
Country, let's ride.
It's the last opportunity. If they lose this game, I'm done, and I will not have any faith.
I don't know how you can call Trey Lance a loser, though, Picano.
Isn't it crazy? Wait, quickly, before I leave, I really do have to leave. Isn't it crazy to think that, like, with Trey Lance, like most people and myself look at the 49ers as just, like, possible playoff team, but then when Jimmy Garoppolo goes in, it's like they're kind of a Super Bowl contender.
Because Jimmy G brought them to a Super Bowl. He's a known commodity. Trey Lance was an unknown commodity.
Yeah, I guess. All right, I'm going to get out of here. You guys can keep going, but I need to get out of here.
Alec, what did you ask me about Trey Lance?
I meant to say Justin Fields. How can you say Justin Fields is an asshole?
He's a loser.
He's not. They threw the ball 12 times. It's not his fault. That's fucking.
He called the fans out for being haters. If you can't take it, leave.
No, just he can't. The coaching staff has no faith in him. The fans have no faith in him. I'd give up my left nut for Justin Fields to be on the Patriots right now over fucking Mac McCorkle Jones garbage can.
Hey, he's a great fucking kid. I love Easy Mac.
I would much rather Justin Fields.
Hey, would you
honestly?
Trade?
So would I.
Yeah,
hey,
I'd trade 1-for-1.
Do you want Cooper Rush? I'll give you Cooper Rush to the 6th.
I didn't. Nope,
that
was not who I was talking about.
Picano, it's the battle of the 2-0 Monday night. Cooper Rush 2-0, Giants 2-0. Only one can leave 3-0.
True.
Who is it going to be?
Cooper 996.
The New York Giants. The New York Giants will leave.
I have an honest pick on this. I said it last week. I think the Cowboys are going to win this game. I am not going to be in attendance for
big fan.
Reasons that will not be said on the pod.
Because you are an idiot, but okay.
But I think the Giants will probably win. After last week,
but you just said the Cowboys are going to win.
No, I said last week. I said the Cowboys are going to win. But now after
they were going to win
after watching last week's Giants game, check down King Danny Jones times Saquon times fat balls day balls. Boom. Giants win.
Another game I just saw that I kind of like. Raiders are playing in Tennessee at 1. West Coast teams playing at 1:00 Eastern. Typically doesn't go well. Titans could be a rebound game for them. Only mine +2. They're home dogs. Give me the home dogs. Tennessee. Why not? A little sprinkle. How you doing?
Yo, Alec. Quick question before we wrap things up. What jersey are you wearing on Friday?
I see. That's what I don't know. I have the Martin Perez, which would just be a cult jersey to wear. I wish I had the Benny jersey still, but it got a fucking stain, so I got rid of it. And so that would have been perfect to wear my Benny Sox jersey. And then what I'll probably end up wearing is my Mookie Betts. It just has to be done.
I have my Ortiz one, so that's why I said maybe hand that off to you to wear it. But I'm wearing my Giancarlo Stanton. Got to
the Will Crow special. Fucking
Lou, I'll let you wear a Jeter one.
Jeter?
I'll let you wear Jeter. I gotta find it. I'll let you wear Jeter.
I do rock with Jeter. I don't have really anything for the Yankees, but
no, you got the Yankee sunglasses.
I'll be ready next year when I can wear my Aaron Judge Red Sox jersey.
Shut the fuck up.
Alec,
I'm excited. Yeah,
Alec, Rockies +1.5 tonight. Yes or no?
Against who?
Who are they playing? Giants.
Who's pitching? Anybody? Like in where?
You know
where?
Pitching? In Colorado. Marquez versus Webb.
Oh, yeah, Rockies.
Yeah, I'll take +1.5. Fuck it.
Yep.
All right. Was
Wait,
that
was
Nick
that-
Bangia?
Was that your brother?
That was my brother, yes.
Tell him it was disrespectful for Derrick Henry for Nick Chubb straight up. It was me.
What do you mean?
I cried a little bit this morning.
That's a fair trade.
It was
I
not a
just
fair
don't-
trade. What do you mean?
He goes, I tried to trade for whoever has Nick Chubb, and they fucking immediately rejected him.
I think Henry plays some really bad teams after this week because he plays in the South. I think he's due
Yeah.
for a rebound, but
Yeah, he'll have his big game still. He's gonna get his.
and
for,
they
the
have nobody else.
for the listeners, me and Lou did finally make a trade. I know last week it was controversial because I would not trade with him. We made a trade.
Bad trade. If
It
it's
is-
the one you guys
listen,
were
On
talking
whose
about,
side? On
Listen,
whose side?
it's a bad trade for me, and I know it is. I needed more value. I tried to get it from Zhang, but he was trying to trade me his whole team. I tried Diaz. Nick, my brother, tried to trade me Jalen Hurts and Dalton Schultz for Lamar Jackson and Mark Andrews. I said, "What the fuck?
what
are we
the
doing
fuck?
here?" Okay, so I said,
That's such a
obviously, I
bad
said no to that.
offer.
That's worse than
so
Zhang.
to give everyone a glimpse of my fantasy team. Mike Evans, my wide receivers, Mike Evans, D Hop suspended, obviously. Devonta Smith, Darnell Mooney, some guy from the Chargers, Josh Palmer. Mike Evans is now suspended. I don't have a good wide receiver one.
Where
I
were
was
you on the
pretty
waiver
much-
wire, Lou? You got to get
I
in
was,
there.
bro, I was fucking sleeping. But the worst part is, if I didn't lose by 2 points last week, I put up 143. I lost by 2 points. Mike Evans got suspended this week. Now I was really fucked. If I was 1-1 and Mike Evans was playing, I wouldn't have made the trade. But I can't just do nothing as my team is falling apart at the wide receiver position. So I traded Mark Andrews to Picano for Bateman and Fryermuth because I need a receiver. Fryermuth is still a low tight end one, a low tight end one.
Speaking of
And-
Pat Fry,
Wait.
we can.
And I
Sorry,
keep
Lou.
I keep my stack with Lamar. So I still have value there. Did I probably get a little fleeced? Yeah, a little bit, but I also didn't want he didn't want to give me Kyle Pitts and a receiver. So I was like, give me Fryermuth and Bateman. Call it
You
a
could
deal.
have
So we did.
streamed though. You could have streamed like anyone.
Dude, if I wasn't asleep at the wheel and picked up Garrett Wilson, I would have done that. But I thought he was I could have, because I guess because I'm in 4 different leagues, I probably thought he was just someone had him. So I didn't even check this league, I guess. And someone picked him up like literally this morning, and I was so pissed. I was just like, oh my God. Everything went wrong for me in that league. My other 3 teams are pretty good, so hopefully I don't come in last.
Bro, you're bitching about 4 leagues. I running through my waivers every week blows. 'Cause I think I'm in 13 leagues, and
Yeah,
some of them
oh
are
my God.
dynasty.
Jesus.
Some of them are
Yeah.
dynasty, but yeah, it was like midnight last night. I was like, shit, I gotta run through waivers, and so
Yeah, I
I
was
ran through
asleep at the
all
wheel.
13 teams, and I was like, oh yeah, I got put in my claims for Garrett Wilson. Some of them, Curtis Samuel, Jahan Dotson, were still out there. Had to grab those guys. Those guys are
Yep.
beasts. A lot of Logan Thomas pickups too, because I never really draft tight ends, and all of the outside of the top 4 tight ends, everybody's been awful. So I don't know. Logan Thomas, why not?
Picano, Nick said to suck it.
That's
He
hot.
said you were disrespectful to him for proposing the trade.
Derrick Henry for Nick Chubb.
Yep.
So it's fair to say first round pick for a third round.
You heard that?
I know. What do you say?
He
First
said
round pick for
that's
a
about
third
as
round
fair
pick?
as it gets. It's a first round pick for a third round pick.
Hey, it was a second round pick.
To a
Mm.
second round pick.
I'll trade Eckler for Saquon. Anybody out there?
Hey, it's Billy Bean in this bitch.
I'll take you want Eckler,
No,
McDonald?
I want Saquon. Give me
Me
Saquon
too.
all day.
I have him
Or
in 2
Eckler.
leagues. He's been playing
I have
great.
him in a few. Actually, that was one of my leagues. I've been in a dynasty league, and I've had one team with Saquon that has just been dog shit because he's been like hurt, getting whatever. And I've finally got him, and I think Aaron Jones, my second running back in that league, and finally starting to turn it around. Thank God.
Nice.
brighter days this year. I'm excited.
Brighter days are ahead.
Yes, sir.
But
All right.
yeah.
Yeah, I think that wraps us
All
up.
we
Lou,
got?
Lou,
Yeah, I think
you
we're good.
wrap us. Give us a nice little outro, a little Giants country. Let's ride.
Giants country. Let's do it again, baby. Let's go 3-0. Let's have MetLife almost burning to the ground on Monday because that place is gonna be a fucking. I don't even have the word for what the atmosphere, the electricity that is going to be in the
It'll
air.
be buzzing.
3-0 is on the way. The boys are out. Have a good weekend. Enjoy the football. Let's go Giants.
Go Yankees.
3-0.
Go Sox.